Okay, we are back, Dr. Heidi. So fun to see you. Happy
Good to see
holidays.
you. Hey,
It's so nice for everybody this time of year. I feel like everyone has an extra smile, a little extra joy, a little extra goodness in them, right? I don't know.
I hope so. I think so. At least that's the experience around here. A little happy anticipation, maybe.
Yes, leading into the
Yeah.
season of giving. And even myself, we were just talking because with our membership that we're rolling out, some of the ladies that are joining us that are coming in at the level of the VIP or even the platinum, they're going to be getting some free gifts from us. And so I just got some in the mail and I'm like, oh, I just love giving gifts. Like, oh, it's so fun.
Right. And that's the fun part is how we decide what would be a VIP or a platinum swag, if you will, or gift. And it's been really fun to kind of sift through that and say what would really be good here and target it. And so, yeah, it's a good time of year to be doing that.
It's a good time of year, you guys. So I hope you've been on the lookout. And at the end, we will let you know how to find out some more information if anybody's interested in our upcoming membership. But just to let you guys know, this is unlike any other like course or program or even coaching that you ever like bought before or participated in. This is a come in, see if you like it month by month, but honestly, you get accountability, which is 100%. That's what the research shows. If you want to get better at anything in your life, you got to have coaching and accountability. I
Yeah,
mean, it just or it won't happen, right?
yeah, exactly. I'm going to run and get a power source because I just
She's
noticed
going to
my
get a power
computer.
source. All right. And I was just going to share with them, like, Heidi's only in her office so many hours and there's a waiting list. So either you can wait on the waiting list to get in and have an hour with her and pay for a consultation, right? Or you join the membership, get access every single week that you have an opportunity with question and answer. And not only do you get Dr. Heidi and myself, we have top level special guests that are coming in, joining in our program, pouring value to you guys. And then you have opportunities to network with other women. How are the things going in their life with what they're working on? It's unlike any other place that it's not like a one and done. It's this community that you're going to thrive in because they always say whoever you hang around with the most, right? You become like them. And
Yeah,
we want to all become like these, superstars living this extraordinary life with ease and prosperity and health and feeling great.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're trying to
So
have this membership. Yeah, go ahead.
dip your toe in, join us for a month, and I bet you'll hang in there for 3, 6, and before you know it, a year will have gone by, and you're like, I would never leave this place. This is the most fabulous environment I want to like marinate in all the time.
Yeah, that's what
So,
we hope for.
right? Oh my gosh. So we're going to tell you more about it, but we're going to jump into today because a hot topic that I saw all over Black Friday, all over Cyber Monday, all over the specials has been walking pads and walking. And the real question, Heidi, is walking really legit? Like I used to think like only sissies walk. You got to run or you got to work out harder than that, right? I don't know about this walking thing.
Yeah, I'm just so with you, Kelly. I was like, oh, come on, don't tell me the walking's gonna get you there. The research proves us wrong. Though there is really, really good research, really good data on the walking, and the timing of the walking is important. The number of steps and how many of those steps, just 8,000 steps a day can reduce our risk of all death or all mortality by, I think, 50%. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kelly, because I
No, I
think you know
mean,
the
you guys, these
research
are,
better than I
and
do.
this because of there's a lot of research happening. Sometimes these studies change a little bit here and there according to the population and the year you took it and everything. So give us a little grace on the exact stats if you guys will. But the point
Yeah.
is that it's true. To decrease your risk of mortality, to increase your longevity, it's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. And I think a lot of the awareness or sort of validity kind of so much came out of maybe the study of the blue zones and the areas of where people live to be 100 and why there was a whole collection of 100-year-olds in certain areas. And that's what they called those blue zones. And what they find is that these people have village life. They eat well, but they are moving every day. They walk everywhere they go. And the walks aren't just a very flat sidewalk. It's up hills, it's cobblestones, it's dirt roads. There's challenges, subtle as they may be, but these people moved every day and probably got their 10,000 steps in. They didn't even think about it. They're just living their life. And that's a big revelation, I think, was, okay, wait a minute. Because we have all these comforts, we get so sedentary, and that's what we have to break out of, that sort of prison of sedentary lifestyle. It is a
Oh,
prison and it will ruin your health.
no,
Get
it
up
is
and
true
move
because
and walk.
we all want to be like not too hot, not too cold. So we keep our temperature regulated. It's like, oh, it's comfy to sit versus get up and move and, move my body we are our body, our life, our soul needs challenges, physical, mental, that it like makes us go. And walking and moving is just one of those things. So nowadays, I think people either, it started with their Fitbit, maybe like their Fitbit, and then it became their Apple Watch, and then it became, I don't know, there's so many tracking devices, right? And some people love to track. I knew that I just walked a ton, so I've never tracked. But what I realized this past year is me transitioning out of working in a clinic and working from home is my sedentary life has all of a sudden gone up. And I decided I really wanted to do something about that. And so, yes, working out, doing my yoga, that's what I do, but I'm not getting steps in, like moving more throughout the day. So, I'm investing in a walking pad. And I love the fact that not only just for longevity, but even going back to our metabolic health, like what walking does, especially after eating a large meal fairly immediately. I don't mean like get up from the table and go, but within a
Right.
very short time of eating, don't wait 2 hours, go walk for 10 minutes at least,
10
right?
minutes. Yeah. Yeah. And and that's the thing, is it doesn't need, again, the whole idea. If you listen to Kelly for, once or twice with us together, we're always saying you don't make it another chore. It doesn't need to take hours and hours of your time. It just takes small dose consistency over time, and the benefits will greatly increase. For example, just getting up in the morning and going out and greeting the circadian rhythm of the day with your eyes, no sunglasses, your maybe feet on the ground, but go for a walk right when you get up in the morning. Take your coffee with you. I don't care. Right? If you need your coffee, enjoy it. Go out, take that 10-minute walk, just walk around the block. It doesn't really matter the time. It's the effort and the consistency of that effort.
Yes. And there's something to be said for walking for not like exercise. That's what I didn't get in. I used to think it was exercise. And that's why I used to think, oh no, you got to like run or you got to go hiking or you got to work harder. But this movement of the body that is for lubricating your joints and your bone health and yes your cardiovascular health as well, a little different than like hard brisk walking, right, or leading into more aggressive things. But the mindset and the calmness and the presence and that walking brings in connection to nature, and this rhythmical movement. And so outside is by far the number one, but we are moving into winter right now.
Yep.
And so for some people, it is not doable some days or times of the day. And so how else can you get your walking in? And that's where a lot of these walking pads with everybody like on Zoom so much, or if they can't leave their house, is start walking. And you don't need a, $5,000 treadmill. That's
Right.
the real bottom line. But how do you build in small habits that it's, again, exactly what Heidi's saying? It's the compound effect, whether it's money, whether it's your health.
Yep.
Small over time equals a big difference. So imagine if you had something in your home that you got in your at least 8,000, 10,000 steps, whatever that may be, getting that hour a day in per se. And maybe you do a 30-minute walk outside if you can, and then you do a couple 10-minute bouts inside after your bigger meals, right?
Yeah.
Like move your body more, have fun. Like the other day, we were like, I'm wrestling with my dog. And I was just thinking, but this is life. This is movement. This is fun, getting on and off the floor. Like those are challenges. And sometimes because we limit ourselves from those challenges, that's why in time we have such this incident as of hip fractures, and because we stop challenging ourselves, we stop getting on and off the floor. Um, and yeah, so walking is legit.
It's legit. And just to your point, as you say there, just to piggyback off of that, is a lot of times we'll feel sore or stiff. And so we won't do a movement because it is uncomfortable. Remember, the antidote to most things is the thing that hurts the most, right? Just get through that. If it hurts to stand up and down from a chair, pretty much that's going to be the answer to healing those knees and getting those muscles strong enough. It's not about the joints wearing out. It's about the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons that aren't supporting the knee joint up and down, up and down. And you get those strong, probably your knee pain will go away. And so here's where the walking comes in. If you just start with walking, you're going to strengthen all of those ligaments and tendons, all the supporting cast, if you will, for your bones and for that. So falls won't be as horrible as or as risky. Your balance will be better. Your brain, your neurotransmitters, your nervous system, just getting out and moving like that, a walk has profound down trickle effects, up trickle effects, if you will, upstream effects, in benefits in our health and our well-being.
And I'll add to that, you guys, is it's probably you can if you go out and go for a walk, you will feel an elevated mood. You're not going to come back like all pissy and upset and depressed. Why did I do that? This was terrible. No, you're going to be like, oh, I feel like I'm breathing better. I'm more relaxed. I'm a little happier. Like that's what moving does. And so there's never ever a negative. It's all positive.
All positive. Hands down, the quickest way to good mood, fixing, depression, anxiety is movement. The research is really, really clear on that. It's not a pill. It's not a special thing. It's moving. Move, move, move. Your body will adjust.
I was just seeing somebody post about a study recently on girls in their 20s, and like 30% of them have been on like an antidepressant, right? Something for, depression, anxiety. It was like so staggering to me that why are us as parents, and again, at that age, it's not like we're allowing it anymore. They're over the age of 18. However, we have some influence, but why is that the first level of defense versus what are you eating and are you moving?
Right. Right. Why is it a pill for an ill? Why is it reaching for an outside source when the inside source is just waiting to be used?
Waiting to be turned on.
It's an inside job, folks.
It is an inside job. Oh my gosh, you guys. Well, we were keeping this relatively short today, but we hope you understand the benefits of walking. If you're not walking in your life every day, one, maybe you do need to track it. Maybe you think like you are, and then you track it and you're like, oh my God, I'm only doing like 3,000 or 4,000. That just gives you like, then what do I need to do to double that or more? And then maybe you need to figure out how can you create a way in your life that you can have a habit of more walking. I know for me, sometimes my kids would be like, Mom, there's a parking spot right there by the front. I'm like, no, we'll park over here, right? It's another 50 steps, whatever that is. So
Exactly.
how can you build things in your life so it's not ever one more thing to do? It's just life.
It's just life. Just create these opportunities, these little scenarios that add up big.
I love that, Heidi. Well, you guys, with that in mind, go out and walk if you haven't already for the day. And if you ever need anything, if you have questions about stuff, we're always here. Drop them in the comments. You can tag us. And we'd love to be in touch. We'd love to help and serve. Please let us know what you need help with. And if you have any more questions or concerns, or you want to know more about this upcoming membership, we are just over the moon excited to be offering this. We've been working hard behind the scenes, honestly, all year long about what does our audience want and how can we serve women like us in a bigger way. And this is kind of the culmination of everything, you guys. So cheers to better health, to living long, go walk, and we will see you all soon.
Take care, everyone. Be well.